Will you make me a coffee?
Are you crazy?
For real, I'm really about to fall asleep.
Okay.
Do you want to see a video of when a man has checked out from a marriage? Do you want to see a video of a man reacting and you can tell that this guy hates his wife? I can see it. Do you want to see a video of you just looking at the conversation, you listen to the conversation, you're looking at man reaction, and you're like, this guy has planned his exit. In fact, he hates his wife, he's tired of her, there's a lot of resentment. He doesn't like her. Do you want to see? Because I am going to show you. Let me go ahead and roll this video for you all to watch to the end. And yeah, I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Will you make me a coffee?
Are you crazy?
For real, I'm really about to fall asleep.
Okay. Is this like a back and forth thing? Because
It's a
last
simple
night
question. I just asked, will you make me coffee? I never ask you to make me coffee.
if you keep on getting an attitude, you could do something with that too.
Now you act like it has to be an exchange. What's wrong with you?
It's always one-sided.
What is wrong?
You walked your butt all the way down the hallway last night, and you turned around and got into bed, and then handed me your cup.
It's a yes
And then
or
you were
no.
home all night. You were home all night.
What's wrong? Why are you
Can I finish?
why do you keep going on?
Yeah, because it's real. You were home all night last night, and then you get up this morning and ask me to do the dishes.
What?
And I had all the kids last night.
Oh, I freaking washed all those. Keep it up.
You didn't wash all of them because there was some there this morning unless somebody came
I
in the house
did.
in the middle of the night. You,
My eyes are about to fall out. I'm tired. I'm very sleepy today. So I just thought it'd be nice if you made me a cup of coffee. Who's calling you?
probably somebody would work. I mean, most of us still work.
I am working right now.
So am I.
Looks like you're scrolling.
I can do that because I work.
You know how to make it?
We'll see. We'll see what the exchange, or we'll see
Do you
what.
know how to make my coffee?
I want to know what the we'll see means.
There's no exchange. It's a yes or no. You can say no.
Oh, I know.
Do you
I
know
know.
how
I
easy
hear
that
it all
is?
the time.
Hey, will you make me
Oh,
some
you don't
coffee?
have. We know you know how to say no. We've got
You
that
can say
completely
no.
understand. We know you know how to say no.
So if that's the way you feel, you can say no.
No, I just said we know you know how to say no. I don't feel anyway. You're the one that's imposing your feelings on me. I don't know
Because
what
you
you're
hadn't
feeling.
answered me.
I don't need to answer you.
Hello, my people. How y'all doing today? It's your girl Maria David, and thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. Today's video is quite interesting because, see, the very first few seconds of that video, I was like, "What's going on here?" Exactly my reaction when I was in the video, like, "What's going on here?" Then I kept watching, and what got so interesting was when she started laughing. I was like, "What's funny?" Then later I was now like, okay, maybe hold on, maybe it's a joke or it's a prank or there's a trend going on and I didn't know, internet. Then the conversation kept going and I'm like, this is no joke. This is not a prank. But then I had to click the comment section to know maybe I am okay, right? Or I'm just overreacting, or maybe I take things too personal, or I take things too serious. So the very first comment I saw on that video, somebody asked, "Are you filming this for your divorce lawyer?" Then I was like, okay, I'm not insane. Then later on, the other comments, people were like, "Oh no, what kind of marriage is this? You have to get out of there. Hope you have left. Hope you there is nothing funny about it." I was like, okay. Then I'm okay. Like I'm okay. Sometimes I have to check like if I'm okay or not. Anyways, what is your own thoughts? What is your take on that conversation? That conversation clearly shows that he doesn't like her because she just asked you a simple thing. Can you make me a coffee? And you started talking like, ugh. I have your reaction on this video. Let me go ahead and read these videos for you all to watch to the end. And I'll share my thoughts at the end of the video. But then I would like to know your own thoughts about this video down in the comment section. I want to read your own comment section as well. I want to read your comments in the comment section as well. Yeah, I will see you at the end of the videos.
Is this like a back and forth thing? Because
It's a
last
simple
night,
question.
I was crazy mad triggered with this particular video. Watch the whole thing. And if you're a woman who's been in a divorce, you know this phase in the I want to divorce you phase. It's the every request is a fucking struggle. Asking a simple favor turns into fucking you get dumped on, and it becomes a tit for tat, this for that. Oh God, I don't fucking miss it. I do not fucking miss it. And I'm sorry that she's going through this, but I think, hopefully, ma'am, you're having an epiphany if you haven't had one already, because this guy is just, just too familiar. Too familiar. Women who have been through a divorce know this conversation. They've had this, and it is too familiar. I'll do you one better. So my ex-husband's birthday fell on a day where I happened to had to stay home from work because one of our sons was sick. Keep in mind, he was already off that day, but didn't tell me. So when I had to pick my son up from school because he was sick, how surprised was I that he was home? He wouldn't even share his fucking work schedule with me. So that was a red flag right there. But it was his birthday, so after taking my sick son to the doctor, I decided, okay, well, let me go and get him just like a cake, just like a chocolate cake, something, and a card or whatever. Now, he didn't ask for anything, but I was like, okay, well, that's a nice thing to do because, thoughtfulness. So I bring it home and I show him. Now, keep in mind, I was dealing with taking a sick son to the doctor while taking a day off. The first thing out of his fucking mouth was, he looked at the cake, he looked at me, and he's like, I don't like fucking chocolate cake. I didn't get mad. Oddly enough, I had gotten to the point I don't fall apart anymore. It's that stage, as wives that have been divorced, we all know we've gone past that falling apart and crying. I just calmly took the cake. All right, he had went into the garage to smoke. I picked up the cake calmly. I didn't scream because my son was in the house. I walk, open the garage door. He's sitting at the outer garage door, cocked that cake back, and I fucking flung it. I never said a word. I didn't scream. I waited till the cake hit the fucking floor, and he looked at me stunned at this point. And I just calmly walked inside. And I knew at that point, this is going to be over. If this is the stage it's getting to, this is over. This is over. I remember it's just an epiphany of it. It's like, God, I don't have to live this way. And at this point, I don't love you enough to put up with living this way and being talked to this way. And where every request and every exchange is a verbal battle with the person that I married and made vows to, I'm the person that you should be the bestest of friends with. It's a process. Everyone who has gone through who filed for divorce from some man like this, it's a process you have to go through. And ma'am, I hope you get this epiphany soon, if you haven't already, and I think you have. Because the fact that he almost has a smirk on his face while he's frustrating you means that he hates you. He doesn't even like you. He takes enjoyment out of not doing things for you. Why that is, girl, I don't know. And really, do you want to stick around long enough to figure that out? You could do marriage counseling, but it's a mindset and it's something in his personality. And at his age, which I'm guessing he past 40, that's locked in. So start making plans. You can have a happier life. If you have kids, you'll be a better mother. We all know it's not about the coffee. It's about the fact that this guy, he's just keeping you around for being useful. Love is gone. Best of luck. Have a good one.
Will you make me a coffee?
are you crazy?
I don't know much, but I know that's not love. That's not love. That's actually something that Dr. Gottman would refer to as contempt. And if you haven't looked up and studied and followed the Dr. Gottman's work, please do, because this classic contempt, and who wants that? I'm going to list all 4 of the what they call horsemen that are sort of the key indicators that your marriage, your relationship is not healthy. It's super toxic. And I think what's most interesting about this video to me is not really his behavior. Yes, he's being a jerk, for sure. I would not tolerate it for 5 minutes, and I hope you wouldn't either. I wouldn't take it, let alone in my marriage. Okay? But what's interesting to me is how she's playing into it. She's egging it on. She's laughing it off. It's either a trauma bond, or she knows that she's catching him at a really inopportune time and that he's going to look awful. And she knows that, right? So this could actually be a situation where she is the one who's super toxic. And she knows that she has pushed him to his limit that day, that week, whatever, and that she's going to get him on camera reacting in a way that we're all going to say, oh, that's terrible. That's really effed up. I would never. Bottom line, this whole situation is wild to me, and there's no chance in hell that I would ever put up with it. And I want to know what you think. I'm really curious what other people's first response is, because I saw in those comments that she had, people were like, he doesn't love you, he doesn't love you. I'm looking like, y'all don't love each other.
Will you make me a coffee?
Are you crazy?
Just a reminder that one video doesn't display someone's entire relationship. So, like, this person could probably have a very healthy relationship with their partner. And this is just one of those moments where he's like, I'm not making you fucking coffee. But on another note, I'm just gonna tell y'all what my husband did for me last night. So I am currently sick, and we leave for fucking Disneyland in 10 days with my family. And we went to a concert. I'm pretty sure I got sick at the fucking concert. My bad. I know. So last night I felt so terrible. I look pretty bad right now. And our hot water heater in our apartment didn't fill the tub all the way up for me to, like, actually sit in a full bathtub of hot water. Like, everything was cold. This man brings in the electric kettle, plugs it in by the sink, so that he can boil water while he sits on the toilet to comfort me in the bath. Excuse me. So that he can take said boiling water and dump it into my bath water so that my bath doesn't get cold while we wait for the water heater to, like, recharge its heat cycle. And then he goes, oh my god, we have a stock pot. And this man proceeds to heat the water on the stovetop to 112 degrees. And the electric kettle, which it can only hold a little bit, to like 210. And continues to dump it in my bath water so that I don't get cold, while also temping my bath water to make sure that it doesn't go over like 103 degrees. Because I wanted a hot bath, but we didn't have enough hot water. So to literally anyone out there, don't settle for less. I'm serious. Last night was my holy shit. I'm so glad I didn't settle for less. But also, with that being said, does he piss me off doing other things, or quote-unquote not doing other things? Of course he does. Each relationship's different. Each relationship has its different things. But last night was my holy shit, thank God. All I wanted to do was take a hot bath. That's all I wanted. My throat fucking hurt. I was spitting up just snot from the back of my throat until I was gagging, like, and this man was like, well, take a shower. And I was like, I don't want to take a shower. You want to take a bath? Of course I want to take a bath. Man made me take a bath and monitored my hot water
Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. I'm serious.
Will you make me a coffee?
Are you crazy?
Yeah, my husband also wouldn't get me coffee because he would immediately ask me when the last time I had water was, and he's gonna know the answer is not recently. So he's gonna pick up my emotional support cup and go fill my water up, and then tell me that he'll get me coffee after I've drank a suitable amount of water. And he's not wrong for that, but it is annoying.
Will you make me a coffee?
Are you crazy?
I'm going for that. I'm sorry. My name's Kit.
He does not like you. And for him to say that he had all the kids last night, they're your kids, sir. You're the other parent. Just say no, that you don't want to make the damn coffee and call it a day. Why do you have to go? I don't understand this type of exchange between partners. I don't get it. Hey, babe, can you please go make me some hot chocolate? It's either yes or no. Why did it have to turn into this? He does not like you.
Come on now.
My God, that was infuriating.
I like the fact that the reaction, one of the reaction, the woman was like, if you've been divorced before, you will understand that stage of your marriage. You will understand when your husband starts treating you that way. You understand that the marriage is over. Like everybody will pass through that stage if you are actually a divorcee. One thing I realized about relationship with a man and marriages that I've seen online, and relationship, normal general, it might not be marriage, normal general relationship with a man, is that some women have not actually gotten to that stage to realize some things. Like, so I want to use the word, some women are so dumb. Like, they've not, they are seeing things, but then they are, I don't know if they're ignoring it, or they're just being in denial, or they're just being hopeful or prayerful. I can't tell. But sometimes I feel like they're not there yet. So they don't know what to do. And when you try to pick those things out for them, they see you as you're 18, they see you as you don't understand, and they see that you're judging for just a very short clip of video, that is not how the husband usually used to be. I don't know. Before a marriage gets to a divorce stage, I feel like a divorce stage doesn't just start overnight. Something must have left you another. A lot of stages you must have passed through, a lot of stages, especially for two people that really want the relationship to work, especially when the woman is trying so hard to make the thing work. You must have passed through a certain stage that it will lead to divorce. That you know that since we are at this stage, like already is already sealed, we will actually get divorced. I feel like this couple are in a particular stage. And the annoying part is that this woman is not seeing it, and she's seeing it as a joke. I think that's one thing that what is wrong? What is funny? Because I was not even laughing. He said something about the kids, that I was looking after the kids all day or something, all night. He sees that as a job. He sees that as a big deal because he looked after the child for just one night. Your children that you want, children that you will tell your wife, I want kids. Let's have kids. And now the kids are here. You look after the child for a night and you're complaining. You're seeing it as a work. I don't know, why don't women also say things like, I looked after your kids for you. Maybe women should start saying it so that these men will see it as it's a normal thing to say, right? They are the only ones that always say, "Oh, I looked after the kids all day, and I need to get out." Women don't say that. Women can be with the children for years, and they don't even have their lives, but they don't come out there to start shouting and talking and counting it as a big deal. To make a child is not just a woman; it's a man and a woman combination. So both of you have to be there for that child. And how does making a coffee for your wife that is tired, she's telling you she's exhausted, make a coffee for me? How does that have to do with you counting things that you irrelevant things that you're normally supposed to do? You're counting it because you don't want to make coffee for her. This particular can you make a copy for me now started getting a lot of attention on the internet. So what happened is a lot of stage that I didn't bring here on was a lot of women started recording their partner and asking them, can you make me a coffee? Can you make me a coffee? Can you make me a coffee? And they started recording their partner's reaction to see if their partner is going to give them the same reaction as this woman. Of course, a lot of them that posted online, the reactions were beautiful. The guy had to leave what he's doing, even though he was engrossed with the football show. They were engrossed with whatever they were doing. Some were even sleeping. Had to wake up to go do coffee for their woman, even though the woman was just lying down doing nothing. They had to, do make the coffee for their woman, as it should be. I feel like he's tired of her. He hates her. Like I can see it in his eyes. He hates her. He's exhausted. Even as she was laughing and his face was like, I don't know how else. I just feel like sometimes men, most times, not sometimes, most times men don't tell you what they want. They show you. They show you their actions. You need to listen. You need to watch these people's action, listen to their words, just look at how they treat you to show how much they really care about you. Don't make excuses. Oh, maybe it's tired. Oh, maybe yeah, it's exhausted because I was not at home all day. He has actually tried. Oh, I wasn't at home all day. Because he took care of the kids yesterday, so I expected it. No, taking care of a child a day, a week. How is that an excuse for him to just simply say no? I can. I'm tired, so I'm resting. I'll do it for you later, or I can't do it now. You know, he has a lot of resentment. He has a lot of things that he's not saying out, and he just has to say them out when you ask for things because he doesn't want to do them. And that is not a lesson enough for this woman to see. I just hope I just, but then some people will say this is just a short clip of their marriage. You cannot judge. I can judge. The fact that they had to post or she had to post this online to feel like it was normal, I can judge because this is not a normal thing. The fact that you saw this and you are like, it's a fine, beautiful, cute thing, definitely what is happening in that house. And this is how some women actually live in denial. And at the end of the day, they come out crying and telling you these are the signs that I ignored while I was still married. These are signs I didn't see earlier. They start telling you things. These are what happened to me. These. What is your take on this conversation? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Respectfully, I really love to hear your own thoughts in the comment section as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl Maria Davis. And don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And please turn on the post notification bell to get notified as soon as I upload another interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.